Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments we will begin this portion of the Spring 2018 Commencement Ceremony at Florida Atlantic University. As we prepare to welcome our graduates, we would like to emphasize how much we all want to make this important ceremony an important occasion and to ensure that all graduates receive the recognition they have earned. To that end, would you please now silence all cell phones and electronic devices that could mar the dignity of the ceremony for our graduates. Air horns and other noisemakers may call attention to a particular individual, but at the expense of disturbing the ceremony for all others, denying the graduates and their families the honor of hearing their names called. Please refrain from using such devices. We ask you also to please remain seated during the entire ceremony through to the recessional so that every student who crosses the stage today receives the respect of our attention. The ceremony will begin with the procession of the graduates, the faculty, and the platform party. Following the presentation of the colors, musical selections, and remarks by the president and guest speakers, the awarding of degrees will begin with the individual hooding of the doctoral candidates. This ancient tradition will be followed by the master's degree recipients, then the baccalaureate recipients, who will all receive individual recognition on stage. The ceremony will conclude with the recessional. A professional photographer will take each student's picture as the student crosses the platform and at two other points off stage. The fire marshal requires that we keep all aisles clear, so we must ask that you not leave your seats to take individual pictures. We are also required by Florida law to advise you to take note of the nearest fire exit where you should proceed in the event of an emergency. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, to honor the graduating class of Spring 2018, please rise for the processional.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the University Marshal, Dr. Kevin Wagner.
Good afternoon, Owls. On behalf of the entire faculty of Florida Atlantic University, welcome to the Spring 2018 Commencement Ceremony. Baritone George Haddock and the FAU Brass Ensemble of the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters, Department of Music, will perform our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, followed by America the Beautiful with Dr. Kyle Prescott, Director of Bands, conducting. Please rise for the presentation of colors by the FAU Army ROTC Color Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesty above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and Christ see. America, America, God shed his grace on thee.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Florida Atlantic University's president, John Kelly.
Good afternoon, class of 2018. Get rowdy. You only get to do this once. Dr. Wagner, members of the faculty, special guests, parents, friends, and members of the spring 2018 graduating class, it is with great pleasure that I extend to you a welcome to Florida Atlantic University's 121st commencement ceremony. Before I proceed, please join me in giving another round of applause to the FAU Army ROTC Color Guard under the direction of Sergeant First Class Samuel Gomez. Let's also again show our appreciation to Dr. Kyle Prescott, George Haddock, and the FAU Brass Ensemble of the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters, Department of Music. I'd like to also acknowledge a special guest who is with me here this afternoon on the stage, our Vice President for Research, Dan Flynn, and also Boca Raton Governor for Student Government, Barisha Bastine, who is graduating during this ceremony. Congratulations, Darisha. I'd like to now recognize the heart and soul of the great academic enterprise that had developed here at Florida Atlantic University. These are the dedicated men and women who have made this accomplishment possible for you. Would all of the faculty who are in attendance today please stand and receive our well-deserved applause. Graduates, this day is all about you. Every single one of you has worked hard to reach this moment of high accomplishment, and you richly deserve the congratulations of your family, friends, and faculty mentors. FAU takes tremendous pride in all of you, and I know that each of you in your own way will make a meaningful contribution to the future of our country and the world. You may know that soon after arriving at Florida Atlantic University, I learned to tweet. I'm not kidding. It took me that long. And now I have a lot of opportunities over the last 4 years with you to have selfies with many of you. And I've also had a chance to learn to tweet and retweet. So I'm getting much better at this. You may also know that NASA astronaut Steve Swanson took the first Instagram selfie from outer space. Would you like to continue this FAU tradition right now? Okay, let's do it. Everyone take out that cell phone you are not allowed to bring to you to this ceremony. And if you'll turn around and take a selfie toward the stage, I'll give you an Al Fingers photo bomb in the background. Here we go. Look at all those phones. Okay, that was great. You can share your selfie on Snapchat using the special FAU graduation filter, which is only accessible in this building, and on Instagram at the hashtag FAUgrad. And if you're on Twitter, I would love for you to tweet your selfies to me at FAU President and use the hashtag FAUgrad, and then I will retweet your tweet. Now, if you would, please put the cell phones away, and we'd like for the rest of the ceremony. I see several of you already checking text messages and emails. Let's have the rest of the ceremony cell phone free so we can focus on all of you graduating today. Graduates, this is the last experience of this kind you'll share with your FAU classmates. So I'd like to make some comments about in a few moments about some of your unique characteristics as a group. First of all, this is the largest graduating class in FAU history, with more than 3,300 students eligible to receive degrees during the semester. And I might tell you there's more behind you. So the largest entering freshman class in the history of FAU is on its way to. So congratulations to you and this rapidly growing university. More than 2,700 grads will walk across this stage to take their degrees in person, to the applause of their very proud family members, faculty mentors, and friends. And it may interest you to know that since opening its doors nearly 54 years ago, Florida Atlantic University has awarded more than 184,000 degrees to students from every county in Florida, all 50 states, and more than 180 countries. We take special pride in the fact that FAU has the most racially and culturally diverse student body in Florida's state university system and is among the most diverse among all universities in the United States. Students from 44 countries are in this graduating class alone. FAU truly has become an international center of learning, and we extend a warm welcome to the many families who traveled long distances to be here on this day of celebration. We also extend greetings to family and friends around the nation and around the world who are watching this ceremony live via the web. And once the ceremony has concluded, you'll be able to view and download a copy of the webcast for your children and grandchildren at fau.edu/webcast. Many of these members of this class chose to participate in a new tradition by responding to an appeal to donate money of $20.18, which amounts to 2018, your class number, to support current and future OWLs. To signify that connection, graduates who made this donation are wearing special blue cords. And I'm happy to report so far, at the 5 of the 6 graduation ceremonies, that the class of 2018 has contributed nearly $5,000 toward the senior class scholarship fund. Congratulations to you. We thank our True Blue Owls for supporting the university in this meaningful way and hope that it marks the beginning of a lifetime commitment of loyalty to your alma mater. Please note that those graduates today wearing blue and silver cords have spent their full undergraduate career here at FAU, having received those cords at the freshman convocation ceremony. Graduates wearing blue and white medallions are members of Phi Kappa Phi, the oldest honor society that recognizes excellence in all academic disciplines. That includes the 73 students university-wide who are graduating with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. You'll note in your program that a number of students are graduating with cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude honors. They're wearing gold cords as marks of distinction. Students graduating with lower division honors are wearing red and silver cords. Students graduating with upper division honors are wearing silver, white, and blue cords. Students who have completed a 4-year honors program are wearing white stoles. Will all the students of any type who are graduating with honors of any kind please stand right now to receive our well-deserved applause? Honor students. Congratulations to you. We also take special pride in the education opportunities FAU offers students of all ages. Our spring graduates range in age from 17 to 69. 51 members of this graduating class are over the age of 50, and 9 are over the age of 60. What wonderful models they are for their children and grandchildren. Will any of our senior scholars who are marching in this ceremony please stand so that we can show how much we admire and appreciate you, senior scholars. I'd like to take this opportunity to offer special congratulations to the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing. This is really quite an honor for being listed among the nation's best graduate nursing programs by U.S. News and World Report. Out of over 600 programs in this country, the master's program is currently ranked 32nd in the country. Congratulations to you. And the Doctor of Nursing Practice program is currently ranked 54th. Really great job, and I want to congratulate all of you, Dean Marlene Smith, the faculty, the staff, and the students of the Christine Lynn College of Nursing. It's just exceptional that you've done this kind of work. Through a collaboration with FAU High School, the College of Nursing's Freshman Direct program offers a unique opportunity for high school seniors to be admitted directly into the nursing major as freshmen. Today, at the age of 20, Queen Abdul Akbar, Silin Lee, and Ernest Lochneck become the first freshman direct admit students to receive their bachelor's degree in nursing just 2 years after finishing high school. This is made possible by FAU High offering gifted students like Queen, Sulkin, and Ernest the opportunity to study for their high school diplomas and university degrees at the same time. Next, Queen will begin the FAU Doctor of Nursing Practice program this summer. She is the youngest student ever admitted to the program and will just be 23 years old when she finishes her doctoral program. Silkin, who is graduating magna cum laude, plans to become a board-certified RN and continue her education to become a nurse anesthesist. Ernest plans to further his education in a Doctor of Nursing Practice program and hopes to be a travel nurse working with underserved communities. Congratulations to these young scholars and leaders in nursing. I'd like to invite Queen, Sulkin, and Ernest and their families to please stand and be recognized. In addition to the many ALs receiving bachelor's degrees this afternoon, a number of our graduates chose to further their education by pursuing master's or doctoral degrees. One such student is a CEO of a company he founded, but not the typical young, aspiring entrepreneur like we might see at our tech runway on the FAU campus. Peter Baranoff has more than 30 years of industry experience, including leadership of an acute care healthcare company with 18 facilities in 8 states and $500 million in revenue. Even as a successful businessman, Peter recognized that there were things he still needed to learn, so he enrolled in the College of Business's Executive Master of Health Administration program. Peter also sponsored a cohort of his employees to join him in the program, including former FAU football star Serge Sincere, whom Peter began working with in 2006. Peter continues to give of his time and talents as a philanthropist as well as a community leader, serving on the Board of Trustees for Boca Regional Hospital and as an active member of the Rotary Club of Boca Raton. In 2016, his business achievement and civic contributions were recognized with Sun Sentinel's Excalibur Award. We're very proud today that Peter will be adding the name FAU alumnus to his resume. Congratulations, Peter. I hope that you and our students who go in their careers carrying this torch of aspiration and impact and become leaders in their industries and community. I'd like to invite you and your family to now stand, Peter. The Accounting Scholars Program in the College of Business continues to produce remarkable graduates who are greatly sought after by employers. Students in this program must complete rigorous coursework on both the undergraduate and the graduate level, as well as participate in extensive professional development, community service, and mentoring activities. This year, as in years past, all the members of this class, this is all years since this has begun, all members of this class have employment with top accounting firms before they are receiving their degrees. There has never been a student graduate without a job in that class. What a fantastic tribute this is to their accomplishment and to the excellence of this program. Would all the accounting scholars please stand for our well-deserved applause? Many FAU employees are students who are working toward their degrees while simultaneously earning a living and caring for their families. If any FAU employees are in this ceremony, I'd like to invite you to stand now so that your families, your coworkers, and everyone here can recognize you as this moment of high accomplishment. FAU employees. I also want to pay tribute to another very special group of graduates, the men and women who serve our country in the armed forces. Will any graduates who are currently serving in the military or who are veterans please stand so that we can thank you for your service to our country and congratulate you on your academic achievements. I'd like to also give some special recognition to our student athletes who contribute as much to the life of the FAU community as they excel both on the playing field and in the classroom. Will any student athletes who are taking part in this ceremony stand for one last round of applause from your FAU fans? Student athletes. We're very proud of our student athletes' commitment to engagement and community service. In the past year, they logged more than 3,600 volunteer hours at dozens of local nonprofit organizations, and we take great pride in the fact that the NCAA has recognized the academic achievements of 10 of our teams, led by our women golfers who've ranked top 10% of their sport nationally. The FA football team, as you might have heard, had a historic season, winning their first ever Conference USA championship, as well as the Boca Raton Bowl here at the FAU Stadium. They're only the second team in Conference USA history to finish with a 9-0 record. They boast the second longest winning streak in college football. And just this week, USA Today published a poll where FAU is ranked number 17 in the United States heading into next season, above the University of Florida, above Florida State, above UCF, above FSU. Get your season tickets quick, graduates. It is now my pleasure to introduce Bob Stilley from the FAU Board of Trustees. He is a very successful businessman in healthcare, former board chair for Florida Atlantic University, current board member, and a dear friend to all of us at FAU. Bob Stilley.
Thank you, President Kelly, and first of all, congratulations on behalf of the Florida Atlantic Board of Trustees to all of our fine graduates today. Congratulations. I'd also like to thank and congratulate all of the parents, the relatives, the friends that have supported you during this trek and who I know will continue to support you as you make this next step in your life. So Dr. Kelly asked me to speak today on behalf of the board, and I did some research, and I found a quote by Gary Trudeau. He does a comic, and he says, "Commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that outgoing students should not be released into the world until they have been properly sedated." So I will do my best not to do that. As I mentioned, I'm honored to be here today, and it's coincidental, or maybe not, that 40 years ago, I received my business degree in a ceremony similar to this and sat in your places. But I didn't start with the idea of being a businessman. I actually wanted to be an engineer because I came from a family of engineers. So back in the day, 40 years ago, you didn't declare your major right when you started college. You waited till your third year. So the first 2 years were in something called university college, where you did all of your prereqs. And if you were not an engineering or a nursing major, you would take some fairly easy classes. But I ended up with all the math, the calculus, the chemistry, the physics, and then a friend of mine said, Bob, why don't you take an economics class? And I remember that first class, and Dr. Denslow was the professor, and he was talking about supply and demand, and it just clicked with me. And it was that quick that I decided to make my change in my major and become a business major, along with all of my B's and C's in physics and calculus and all those other fun courses that any business major stays as far away from as possible. So anyway, I said I graduated 4 years ago, and I thought what I could do to maybe help all of you is just, if I was in your position 40 years ago, what would help me be prepared for the next step in your life as you go out into the world? So the first thing I came up with, and I believe this is the most important, you need to believe in yourself. Whether you're a business major or a nursing major, if you're a business guy and you're sitting across the table trying to close a deal and you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect the customer to believe in you and take the deal. If you're a nurse and you're working with patients and you don't believe in yourself, there's going to be some apprehension on their part. So you need to believe in yourself. I can tell you from the standpoint of Florida Atlantic University, you're going to walk across this stage today, we're going to give you a diploma. On that diploma, Dr. Kelly has his signature. The chairman of the board of Florida Atlantic University Board of Trustees has his signature. We have Florida Atlantic University with our seal. We don't take that lightly. We know that every single one of you have done everything that is necessary to earn that diploma. So we believe in you, and I'm asking that you believe in yourself. The second thing I wanted to mention is it's tough out there. It can be tough from time to time. There's a book called A Road Less Traveled. It's been out a few decades probably now by Dr. Scott Peck. The first two sentences are very important in that book. The first sentence he says is, life is difficult. The second sentence, he says, once you understand that, life becomes pretty easy. And what he's saying is that you have obstacles from time to time that you're going to have to overcome. In my instance, I went to work out of college for Xerox, which at the time was an awesome job, and I worked in their computer division. 5 years after I went to work for Xerox, I moved up through the management structure. They sold the division and closed it down, and I found myself on the street. But I was a young guy, so no big deal. I went to work and got into the diagnostic imaging business, and once again, 5 years later, the company was a Johnson & Johnson company, was sold to GE, and they wanted me to move to Wisconsin, Florida. It was an easy decision. And I started another company with some friends. We ended up having a great successful run, building products, selling it to hospitals, physicians. And about 14, 15 years into it, I went back to my partners and I said, I've got a great idea. Maybe what we should do instead of selling equipment is outsource the services to these hospitals. They thought it was such a great idea that once again, 15 years after starting a job, I found myself again on the street, this time with a family and with a mortgage. And I started a company that 20 years later, I still run and own, and is one of the most successful outsourcing service companies in the medical industry today. I tell you this not to talk to you about myself, but to tell you there are obstacles that if you are afraid of and you don't attack, you're not going to succeed. Now, those obstacles compared to what you or what many other people coming back from Iraq or Afghanistan are nothing, but you have to understand that you are going to have obstacles. You should expect them, and you will overcome them because you believe in yourself, right? The next thing is you're all unique. What ended up being unique about myself is when I got into the business world, I had all these fun electives in physics and chemistry and calculus that when I got into the medical side of the business were very useful. I deal with physicians, physicists on a daily basis. You all have something similar. It might be your love of travel, it might be music, but you all have something that is going to make you unique, and you need to find that and use that as you go on your way. You have a moral compass, every one of you. It's important to use it. There will be times in your life, in your career, that you can cut a corner, that you can shade the truth, that you can stretch the truth. I encourage you not to do it. Any short-term gain you get by doing that will hurt you long-term. You have to love what you do. You're all going to start potentially a new job. Maybe you already have it. It might not be your last job. So if you go into that job and get to the point where you don't like it, and that shows, your next employer is going to be looking at you and they're not going to take it. If you love what you do and do it well, I guarantee you'll be successful. 2 more. Almost done. And this is an important one also. You know, there's a verse in the Bible that says, for whomever much is given, of him much is required. I understand that a lot of you have given to FAU already. I would encourage you, again, to join the Alumni Association. It's going to help your degree. It's going to help you. And also, for those of you, first paycheck, take your parents out to lunch or dinner. They'll appreciate you saying thanks. And give back your time, too. There's other things you can do, whether it's coaching, whether it's being on a board. Give back your time and your money. And finally, applause. I could tell you 40 years went by like that. And I will tell you one thing, I've had fun all 40 years. Even through the difficult times, you keep a good sense of humor, it will help you. So, to review, have fun, give back, love what you do and do it well. You have a moral compass, please use it. Remember what Scott Peck said, life is difficult, but once you understand that, it becomes easy. And finally, and most importantly, where I started, every one of you, believe in yourselves. Good luck, God bless, go Owls.
Thank you, Trustee Stilley. Graduates, today marks the beginning of a new kind of relationship with Florida Atlantic University as alumni rather than as students. You join more than 160,000 men and women who have traveled this path before you and who've gone on to achieve great things in their chosen careers. Including in the ranks of FAU alumni are local entrepreneur Phil Smith, who gave a generous gift to establish the Smith Center for Free Enterprise after establishing 11 automobile dealerships throughout Florida, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Comedian Scott Thompson, maybe better known to you as Carrot Top. Did you know he was one of you? He is. Richard DeMarchi, who is the inventor of Humalog, which is a drug used to treat diabetes worldwide. Executives of companies like AT&T, Boeing, Office Depot, and the Carnival Corporation, and many other highly successful professionals. These graduates, as so many others, started their journey for success here at FAU. And this fall, we will induct into our 4th class the alumni of the class of 1968 into the majestic Owl Society. This was established in 2015 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of each graduating class from FAU, beginning with our first alumni from the class of 1965. I know that each of you will make FAU proud, and I hope that 50 years from now you will join me back here at FAU and return to campus to celebrate your success with your classmates. I will be 113 years old, but I will be here waiting on you. In the meantime, I encourage you to stay connected to FAU as a member of the Alumni Association. Let it be your family. Remain here, whether you remain here in Florida or move elsewhere in the world. Please also know that you can call on the Alumni Association for mentorship and help you embark on the next journey of your career. For more information, you can tag the alumni at Alumni Association online at faualum.org. I have the distinct privilege of introducing an outstanding graduate of Florida Atlantic University who was honored at the Distinguished Alumni for the College of Business at a special ceremony earlier this week. Dr. Kathleen Brush is a global leader and business consultant with more than 20 years of experience as a C-suite executive in turnarounds of high-tech companies. She has worked with companies such as Rogue Wave Software, Seagate Software, and Stamps.com. More recently, she has authored numerous books, and her titles and her articles have appeared in publications such as Bloomberg Businessweek, The Washington Post, and Entrepreneur Magazine. She's also been interviewed as an expert on CNBC, NPR, and Fox Business. Dr. Brush, who received the MBA from FAU in 1980, recently gave back to her alma mater with a very, very generous gift of $1.3 million to establish the Kathleen Brush Program for Women in Leadership. This program is designed to support the College of Business's preparation and promotion for women into leadership roles in business and government. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Kathleen Brush, the 2018 Distinguished Alumna for the College of Business. Dr. Brush.
Good afternoon. I'm not going to lie to you, when I was in your shoes 38 years ago, I was afraid that I still didn't know enough. But I thought, you know, you can keep learning. Duh. But then I thought, where am I going to find my dream job? And then I remembered Michael Porter in strategy class. He said, get the industry right, and everything else will be easier. Well, at the time, there was this little company making headlines. Maybe you've heard of them. Apple. Well, some people said they were going to bring computing to the masses, but most people said, forget it. So I said, you know, high tech, that's going to be my right industry. Well, in record-breaking time, I found out that my right industry did mass layoffs on Sundays. Amazingly, the newbies survived. And this time it wasn't because of my MBA. My boss said, you're a Hawaiian Iron Man. In this decimated company, we're going to need some iron people to survive. Well, at that moment, I decided I wasn't going to complain that I was making 50 grand less than my 7 male colleagues, because the alternative was going to be being a poor college student like I was at FAU. But besides, there were balls dropping everywhere, and someone needed to pick them up. So I was working hard and cracking open my textbooks at night. And after year one, my total compensation was more than my 7 male colleagues, which was just amazing. Performance bonuses, though, who knew? After year two, I was sitting at my first company meeting in California. The CEO was up there, and he was talking about some employee doing office heroics that demonstrated that one employee really could make a difference. I whispered to the guy next to me, yowza, I'd like to meet that guy. And then I heard, Kathleen Brush? I walked down the aisle, and there were 300 people that I'd never met giving me a standing ovation. Next up, the CEO called me aside, and he said, Kathleen, I'm on to a new turnaround, but when you're up for a career change, give me a call. I'd like to give you a company to run. I was like, a company? No, of course, I didn't say that. I said, thank you, sir. I will. Then the CFO pulled me aside, and he said, Kathleen, we're sending you to the PAC room for 2 weeks. We need you to keep things tidy while we make an operational change. He says, I'll give you a chance to relax. After I touched down in Sydney, Australia, I realized he left out some details, like they'd already terminated the distributor, and the JV partner wasn't going to invest a dime until someone could show that this business was profitable. So I figured, party of one, I must be that someone. So I went and bought a book on starting a business, and I turned my Australian office into a petri dish for business experiments. 1 year later, the CFO met me at San Francisco Airport. I said to him, 2 weeks of relaxation. That was a good one, sir. Well, he handed me a Rolex watch, and I have to admit it did soften me up. And then he started laughing. And he said, Kathleen, nobody knew you were capable of building a profitable business. We need you to go to Europe. We have a little profitability problem we'd like you to fix. Anita met me at the airport in Amsterdam. She skipped the pleasantries and went straight to, so, you're not fat like the other Americans. Well, before I had a chance to respond, she threw another grenade at me. She goes, so, they've sent an American to teach the Europeans how to sell. What do you know about Europe? Well, I took the fifth. And then I decided to take a crash course on everything Europe. Well, in 2 years' time, my division was profitable. I was a vice president. I was leaving Europe. At my going away party, Anita held up a flute of champagne, and she said, I'm Dutch, Helmut is German, to Kathleen, the only European at the company. And I thought, well, that wasn't too bad. Well, when I got home, I was up for a career change. So I called my old CEO, and he said, well, it just so happens I have a company for you to run in Atlanta. Can you be there on Monday? I said, of course. And then I went straight to the bookstore. On Monday morning, I put my hand on the office doorknob, and I recalled the advice of GE's Jack Welch. I said, Kathleen, it's showtime. Make it happen. Well, for the next 20 years, I was a high-tech turnaround executive. It was a good career. Now, I did have to endure the nickname of the Hatchet Woman, to which invariably employees would remark, we thought you would be bigger. It was a career where my MBA paid dividends every day because my employers had violated every rule of good business. But trust me, there are thousands of companies out there blissfully underperforming and in need of your services. The best decision that I have made was to pursue studying a career in business at FAU. It's been a marvelous career, and the best is reserved for having the skills to walk into an organization where employees are disparaged and to turn it into one where it's a place of fulfillment that's fun and that, not coincidentally, drives the bottom line. So don't forget, your degree is like an entry ticket to opportunities. But if you work hard and continue to study, you're going to magnify those opportunities. Congratulations, and enjoy the journey.
Thank you, Dr. Brush, and congratulations again. Graduates, I think it's important that while we recognize that you have done all of the academic work yourselves, behind you was some support and care from some very special people. Before proceeding, we should acknowledge some of these special people who's made your education possible. At this time, I'd like to ask all the mothers and fathers of our graduates to please stand and be recognized. And if the sisters and the brothers would join the parents and please be recognized. And the husbands, the wives, the spouses, and the partners of our graduates, please stand. And the children and the grandchildren of the graduates, please stand up. The grandparents and the great-grandparents, we're not leaving anybody out. The aunts, the uncles, the cousins, the friends, everyone has helped them on this journey. Please stand to be recognized. And now, graduates, would you mind standing and showing your appreciation for those loved ones who've been with you on this journey? Thank you. Today, everyone in this auditorium is a part of the FAU family, and I hope you continue to say so. Now, we come to that part of the program where we confer your degrees. Dr. Gary Perry, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, will direct the ceremony for the presentation of degrees. Dr. Perry.
Thank you, President Kelly. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you graduating here today. We are proud of your achievements, and you should be too. We wish you every success in life, and we know that armed with your degree from Florida Atlantic University, you will be successful. Again, congratulations to you all. Assisting today with the presentation of doctoral degrees is Dr. Khaled Saban, Interim Dean of FAU's Graduate College. Dr. Saban. I present the College of Business and recognize Dean Daniel Gropper.
Will Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Business please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy degree, are recommended for their degree by the faculty of the College of Business.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been recommended with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new doctors.
The candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree will now be escorted to the platform by their major professors so that they may receive individual recognition for their achievements.
The first candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is Paige Dunning Bressler. Her major professor is Dr. Mark Kolbeck. Her dissertation title is The Effect of Financial Statement Transparency on the Likelihood of Restatement and the Effect of Restatement Announcements on Future Levels of Transparency. Congratulations, Dr. Bressler. Our next candidate is Xin Luo. Her major professor is also Dr. Mark Kolbeck. Her dissertation title is The Association of the Relative Informativeness of Market Risk Disclosures with Liquidity and Investment Efficiency. Congratulations, Dr. Luo. Our final candidate for the College of Business is Babak Mamadov. His major professor is Dr. Maya Theveno. His dissertation title is The Obfuscation of Rent Extraction Behavior, Evidence from Investment Inefficiency. Congratulations, Dr. Mamadov.
Next, I present the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing and recognize Dean Marlene Smith.
Will the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing please stand? President Kelly, this candidate, having completed all requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy degree, is recommended for her degree by the faculty of the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing.
And by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been recommended with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new doctor.
The candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy degree will now be escorted to the platform by her major professor so that she may receive individual recognition for her achievement.
Doctor of Philosophy candidate Sandra Brenda Gall Ojerambi. Major Professor Dr. Christine L. Williams. Dissertation title, An Examination of the Demographic, Social, and Environmental Predictors of Risk for Schizophrenia in Afro-Caribbean Immigrants Living in the United States. Congratulations, Dr. Gall Ojerambi.
We will now proceed with the presentation of master's degrees. I present the College of Business. Will Dean Daniel Gropper please stand, and will candidates for master's degrees in the College of Business please stand. Next, I present the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing. Will Dean Marlene Smith please stand, and will candidates for master's degrees in the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing please stand. President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for their master's degrees, are recommended for those degrees by the dean and faculty of their colleges.
And by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the master's degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new graduates.
Will all the graduates please be seated so that we may proceed with the ceremony. The candidates for master's degrees will now be escorted to the platform by the college graduate marshals so that they may receive individual recognition of their achievements. I request that our guests please remain seated throughout the awarding of the degrees so that the last candidate to cross the stage will receive the same recognition as the first. Thank you.
College of Business master's degrees led by Dr. Elizabeth Goodrick. Raquel Herrera. Indrit Zenalaja. Rosangea Horvath. Emma Barrera. Virginia Mojico. Heather Ford. Robert Shifton. Ana Maria Alvarez. Kayla Cole. Jennifer Munro. Paula Dorado. Barbara Valdez, Jessica Grimm, Melissa Cacao, Shivana Sin, Chad Kohler, Frida Bright, Jennifer Salinas, Lisa Donaldson, Candace Bennett, Chrisley Goita, Gerline Lamar Ciro, Vijay Ravakumar, Likmelan Peleas, Carol Arowski, Carmela Barbaga Giovanni, Allison McFarland, Stacy Cook, Jamila Burnett, Jamari Mathis, Nicolene Jordan, Carla Lorenzo, Kindora Jones, Yvette Evans, Nicholas Vivonetto, Shivan Swarath, Ademola Akinunumi, Richard Lackey, Ola Tabusan Akarinen, Gibson Sylvester, Christina Hammond, Andres Gomez, Raquel de la Guarda, Truinin Nguyen, Michael Embry, O'Neill Douglas, Joseph Deo, Catherine Wellington, Isaac Drake, Georges Simoleon, Robin Hill, Jimmy Gerard, Antario Scruggs, Kiara de Jesus, Jared Rootstein, Ariola Joby, Patricia Henry, Iman Azalamil, Francine Coker, Charles Lee, Kimberly Mott, Dominica Jones, Ethan Aparicio. Salim Sayani. Isha Parsana. Anna Stitenkova. Johanna Zevallos. Samantha Sheets. Carlos Kennett. David Youssef. Ready? Tabina Mahmood. Vondrick Alexander. Bryce Redmond. Harrison Wade. Autumn Morechko. Monique Downer. Justin Pfeffer. Franklin Abraham. Stephanie Deshomme. Nancy Macias. Mari Toro. Alex Rodriguez. Euphea Duncan. Ricardo Joseph. Michael Pollard. Artem Dekarer. Saga Goginga. Robert Reese. Savannah Davis. Leah Byer. Sabrina Otero. Natalie Kingery. Thomas Crippen. Monica Mary. Sarah McGann. Blanca A. Pohl. Chelsea McHugh. Alicia Cowley. Jonet Dominguez. Paula Gerardo. Moriana Atencino. David Scanio. Michael Topkis. Jacob Sharon Bondi. Shannon Tyan. Heather Marsh. Ashley Baptiste. Loli Fritz Francois. Victoria Nakamurato. Miriam Arian. Jorge Sanchez. Dana Moore. Anthony Confrancesco. Kiera Ware. Olena Auslander. Arthur Glantz. Christine Vimpala. Alejandro Escalante. Alejandro Scopadita. Genaro Fernandez. Angela Jones. Jewel Kitco. Lucretia Perimeter. David Keon. Tanya Peterman. Dominic Cyber. Mikhail Gusenyov. Stephanie Sklar. Megan Malin. Daniel Berman. Karen Davis. Dallas Garmany. Wanda Richardson. Olga Franchuk. Sweta Mohan Krishkan. Kilikomo Fatormiya. Kimberly McWilliams. Linda Russ. Elizabeth Milfort. Sharon Alvaranga Jones. Daniel Lehman. Kyle Jesse. Mac Shaparik. Annie Chan. Felicia Fisher. Rachel Kaplan. Christine Hetrick. Mary Ann Roth. Christopher Pistone. Michael Cohen. Sergil Sincere. Peter Baranoff. Mohammed Asalam. Sean McGee. Alexander Pentacuda. Sean Kemple. Boris Lopez. Louis Ocharan.
Christine Elin, College of Nursing, master's degrees, led by Dr. Nancy Harris. Sasha Patterson. Jose Peralta. Megan Padron. Jenna Irving. Lane White. Josie Murray. Elizabeth Rausch. Claudine Wright. Barbara Beausejour. Sarah Robalai. Brittany Gillespie. Leslie Giordano. Maria Stella Zovinazzo Perez. Lauren Bonner. Sarah Vasquez. Erica Floria. Ashley McIntosh. Michelle Keene. Karen Smith. Michelle Chapman. Ingrid Vo. Rachel Rouse. Ebony Wilcox. Catherine Lean. Cynthia Dawes. Pascal Joseph. Tracy Ann Miller. Vanessa Fulton. Desitha Mertilas. Sabia St. Clair. Janelle Bailey. Jessica Morell. Danielle Tyrell. Alicia Mason. Shauna Stokes. Cynthia Ryder. Michael Stainton. Mary McCarthy. Lashunda Blackshear. Cassie Campbell. Elena Galan. Leslie Lewis. Dalia Machanico. Yvette Perez. Karina Crossdale. Esty Cohen. Angela Moss. Catherine Ariza. Crystal Ayala. Juan Alfonso. Tiffany O'Rourke. Alana Alvarez. Jamie Linus. Nicole Quick. Roshana Jean-Baptiste. Adalis Martinez. Andera Pequon. Moline Guerrier. Hagalan Vertus. Vanessa Raymond. Kaveen Taylor Dyke. Oteka Oshiku. Christine Nguyen Liu. Kristen Lisman. Alyssa Grubb. Shweta Saw. Suzanne Smithson. Sheba Jacob. Carmen Harrison. G.B. Matthew. Lisa Clinkscales. Shaimonti Shaw. Lisa D'Agostino. Jennifer Lee Mendel. Sabrina Snedeker. May Greenberg. Misha Karin. Joseph Toussaint. Stella Lebrun. Patrick Casey. Leslie Lanise. Siddiqui Clark. Elizabeth Pujols. Ashley Bullock. Natalie Walton. Bidwell Crenage. Ariel Labener. Gabriela Lopez. Ann Mon. Audrey Kress. Erica Holden.
We will now proceed with the presentation of baccalaureate degrees. I present the College of Business. Will Dean Daniel Gropper please stand? And will candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business please stand? Next, I present the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing. Will Dean Marlene Smith please stand? And will candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the Christine E. Lynn College of Nursing please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for their baccalaureate degrees, are recommended for those degrees by the Dean and faculty of their colleges.
And by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new graduates.
Will all the graduates please be seated so that we may proceed with the ceremony? The candidates for baccalaureate degrees will now be escorted to the platform by the college undergraduate marshals so that they may receive individual recognition of their achievements. I request that our guests please remain seated throughout the awarding of the degrees so that the last graduate to cross the stage may receive the same recognition as the first. Thank you.
College of Business bachelor's degrees led by Dr. Scott Fareisen. Whitney Augustine. Rose Vida Yoakum. Amanda Bushman, cum laude. Ashley Diaz. Casey Mowry, magna cum laude. Adriana Ross. Mackenzie Jean-Baptiste. Shakita Johnson. Shelkin Belzier. Veronica Valur. Alicia Adelusi. P.L. Patel. Esmeralda Mack. Abigail Salgado Anicio. Sarah Ostrowski. Christine Maloney, magna cum laude. Tiasha Davis. Emma Champlin, summa cum laude. Christine Frankel. Brianna Taggart, magna cum laude. Ashlyn Irwin. Morgan Mosinski, cum laude. Kristen Reidenauer. Denise Patterson, cum laude. Sophoni Jean Aguils. Adwin Aguinor. Jonelle Storr. Kimberly Leon, magna cum laude. Joya Jordan Johnson. Sierra Griffin. Destiny McFarland, cum laude. Ruth Scholzelmi. Sherry Smith. All right. Mackenzie Phelps. Caitlin Smith McLeod. Heather O'Byrne. Patrick Beatty. Michelle Holdsinger, cum laude. Samantha Tauman. Jennifer Zabar. Ashley Turner. Kazi Amin. Khadijah White. Victoria Marie Angela Santa Ana Benedetto. Rosalie Estranja. Habib Hasbun. Mark Robert. Jan Averline. Shamar Hamilton. Amanda Serafin. Sabine Muniz, cum laude. Amina Alam. Sherna Chostel. Bria Campbell. Bianca Serve. Darisha Bastian. Golby Vernet. Gilbert Antoine. Olivia Sukloff, cum laude. Thank you.
Hello, my dear. Christine Elin, College of Nursing, bachelor's degrees, led by Dr. Rhonda Goodman. Mihaela Bratu, magna cum laude. Laura Trier, magna cum laude. Caitlin Barkler, cum laude. Katie DeLango. Lauren Platt, cum laude. Jessica Sticken, cum laude. Lauren Grabowski, summa cum laude. Edwin Gama, cum laude. Jamila Augustine. Merlandi Augustin, cum laude. Gaetiens Joseph. Evdania Acrias. Rachel Charlo. Marika Musgrove, summa cum laude. Rosalia Sashi, summa cum laude. Nicole Scuderi, magna cum laude. Renique Periel, cum laude. Renede Milfort, cum laude. Vasheria Hendricks, cum laude. Hannah Payne, cum laude. Christina James, cum laude. Gabrielle Mitchell. Esmeralda Gomez, magna cum laude. Zachary Driver. Emily Spohr. Lauren Hudak, magna cum laude. Fernanda Pereru. Denise Delavore. Sharon Ray. Monica Galvez, cum laude. Mariana Pinzon Plazas. Amelia Manners. Lori Kelvey. Danielle Brown, cum laude. Hanson Knoll. Nastasia Chambers, magnum cum laude. Pulo Silla, cum laude. Ruth Montplaisir, magnum cum laude. Ludney Brutus, magnum cum laude. Katiana Leganur, cum laude. Hannah Rubenstein. Catherine Davies. Nigam Reddy. Christopher de Maizière, cum laude. Avery Reeder, cum laude. Brianna Green, cum laude. Cassidy Donnarumma. Crystal Maya. Shanu Renner. Angie Lozano, cum laude. Yasmin Benlulu. Rachel Talaya. Jessica Gushu, summa cum laude. Silken Lee, magnum cum laude. Taylor Golnick. Margaret Schoedinger. Madison Lynch. Lindsay Cafano. Nicole Sparrow. Aaliyah Carter. Danielle Lucas, magna cum laude. Francesca Savage. Allison Jowers, cum laude. Christine Michelle, cum laude. Sarah Chrisman, magna cum laude. Gessler Desir. Jay Gromowski Shenka, magna cum laude. Christine Grinslet. Meadley Florusta. Stephanie Castro, summa cum laude. Josiah Mills. Queen Aisha Abdul Adkar. Amy Barwell, magna cum laude. Natalie Sands, cum laude. Vanessa Otsby, magna cum laude. Sean Early. Shelby Cook. Christina Shiver, cum laude. Imani Stewart. Christelle Pierre. Ernest Lontalk. Michael Orband, magna cum laude. Caroline Wynn, magna cum laude. Kevin Camargo. Alexia Nairn. Derica Dixon, magna cum laude. Jean-Joseph Rendell, cum laude. Astrid Honor. Whitney Estenfort. Emily Shays, magna cum laude. Angela Hicks. Leila Shekahamnova. Carlo Flores. Molly Yao. Melissa Molina. Zachary Johnson. Nicoletta Popsicu, cum laude. Cypress Hankerson, magna cum laude. Stephanie Monroe, magna cum laude. Karen Ducier. Rosa Hare. Veronica Lopez. Vernice Lopez. Esperanza Aguirre. Patricia Isaacs. Barbara Stubbs. Yahaida Torres. Michelle Lanou, cum laude. Jency Godoy. Jessica Vega. Christine Perez. Esther White. Rebecca Mercedes. Joanna Daniel. Kristen Donovan. Maleka Kodada, cum laude. Amanda Perez, magna cum laude. Eileen Azamora, cum laude. Nicole Rivera Winter. Stephanie Rosado.
I now address you for the first time as graduates of Florida Atlantic University. You are now privileged to transfer your tassel to the left side of your cap and receive a standing ovation from this audience.
Please be seated. Congratulations, graduates. This completes the conferral of degrees at the 121st commencement of Florida Atlantic University. Once again, we'd like to request that all of our guests remain at their seats until the platform party and all of the graduates have recessed from the auditorium. We request that family members meet their graduates outside of the auditorium so that everyone can exit quickly through the building. Thank you for your cooperation. George Haddock and the FAU Brass Ensemble of the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters, Department of Music, will now lead us in the singing the Florida Atlantic University alma mater. In the unlikely event that you do not know the words, they are on page 47 of your program or will be displayed in the screens above the stage. Please rise.
With the Gulf Stream breezes blowing, the search for truth goes on. Seeking, learning, sharing knowledge, finding the meaning of the past that is gone. Where nature beams with pleasant weather, we strive to learn to work together. Florida Atlantic, we praise and hail thy name.